Hello there, my name is Bando, this is Brexit Bando, it's Heresy Thursday again, and this time we have the Traitor Overseer. Keep the human rabble in line with a Traitor Legion Overseer, and in one of the most telegraphed reveals of all time, we have this, some would say, wonderful model. This model has been getting pretty good praise around Tinterwebs at the moment, and lots of people liking how it's sort of showing that transition between the Heresy and Chaos Space Marines. People are talking about how they love the helmet, and it's definitely very word bearer kind of helmet. Not seen anyone mention the bare face. A couple of people have been mentioning the whip for the Emperor's Children, but all in all, mostly very positive sort of reception. Usual kind of salty, don't like that it's Mark 6, but you know. So, yes, we have this. It was shown off originally in the Beta Garmin book. That's it. It was the original artwork in the Beta Garmin book. Everyone was looking at it going, this is clearly a new model. Why have we not had anything announced? It's a bit strange it's taken this long to come out. Should have been released with Beta Garmin, in my opinion. But, you know, here it is now. And it's, you know, alongside the Loyalist one we had the other week. Or 19th of December. And, yeah, it's not bad. Let's see what I like about it. Well, I really like this style of front. This style of chest for a Mark 6 Marine is one of my favourite, with the sort of Y-shaped cabling. I've always liked that. I've always liked it where the cabling's been a bit rounder as well. Some of the Mark 6 stuff has very flat cables. I've always liked it when you have it being rounder, and it always has the one in the middle as well. That's kind of cool. I also like the side cables. They're pretty cool. The helmet, I have to say I like the helmet. Everyone's going to like the helmet. Its use for an Overseer, I'm not sure. I get it, it's kind of scary. It's definitely a helmet that would be better on something like a Diabolist, an Esoterist, or something like that. Maybe even a Reaver Lord. But it's good. It's a good helmet. It's well painted as well. I like the metallics they're going for. The shoulder pads. I've always loved me some spiky studded shoulder pads. The Sons of Horus studded shoulder pads are always great. I've got a couple for things like my Forge Lord for my Iron Hands. He's wearing spiky shoulder pads that came from Remus Ventaris, but they're very small studs. They're very spiky and very small. I like them when they're a bit fatter like this, because they're kind of easier to paint. They're easier to mould. They just look a bit better as well. Now, what don't I like? The backpack design's a bit weird. That's not really vibing very well with me. The chainmail and the skull at the loincloth, I think, just look very caddy to me. Yeah, I just don't like those. The belt looks really weird as well, where it's segmented for him to hang things off. I don't particularly like that either. The chainmail just looks really bad because it's so... I don't know. It's just lots of rings, which I know is chainmail. What I mean is, it's clearly just... Here's the shape, apply texture. I'm not a big fan of the gash in the armour with the studs along it. That seems very Emperor's Children. He doesn't need sewn on leather trousers. And the chains around the leg. Just because they look like they'd fall off really easily. I don't mind any of these things. Like, artistic wise, I don't mind any of these choices, really. It's just how they've been implemented and sculpted here. That's not me complaining for the sake of complaining. You know, these are legitimate criticisms. The bare face, I don't think is sculpted very well. Maybe it's just not shown off well from this angle. I'd like to see what the other shoulder pad looks like, and I'd like to see what the back of the backpack looks like. The whip, I kind of knew it was going to be like this anyway. I couldn't imagine them doing it extended. It would just be too fragile and increase the footprint of the model a bit too much. I also like how all these pictures show nothing new. They are literally just the same image cropped. Um, so yeah, it's I really wish they would put like the 360 turntable images like they do on the web store on here. That'd be great. Now, do we know how long this is going to take to get here? Is this going to be months? Are we going to be, waiting 4 months for this? Because if so, that's going to suck. And this guy will be everywhere with proxies. I'm surprised 3D prints have already not come out. Actually, they have. I know for a fact they have. I've seen them. I've got one. But yeah, this will be everywhere from third parties if this isn't out within the next month and a half. Same with the other ones. We are supposed to be getting a model a month, I believe. Or at least a release a month this year, allegedly. So hopefully, we're going to be getting some good stuff coming from this. When that is, I don't know. You know as much as I do. Probably won't be picking this up, if I'm going to be brutally honest. I have an Overseer in my Night Lords. I don't particularly want to add an Overseer to my Sons of Horus. I don't see an Overseer fitting into any of my other Traitor Legions at this time. The only possibility being the Thousand Sons, and if I'm going to do Thousand Sons, I'm probably going to use the Loyalist one and mix him with the Thousand Sons Librarian model. Because Thousand Sons with Solar Auxilia with Bayonets is like toughness 4, strength 5 or something, and it makes the Solar Auxilia really evil. So yeah, that's Heresy Thursday. I'm glad we had another one. I'm ready for the weekend. This week has been really, really long and boring at work. All 8 hours of it so far. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the weekend. So, let me know what you think. I think this possibly has a separate weapon as well, because of the way that hand looks. That looks like it's been glued on. So I think he may have some sort of pistol weapon. So hopefully we'll see more soon. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Gonna try and increase the number of videos. I've already finished my first model of the year, which you may have seen in the community tab. It is an Indomitus Terminator clad Forge Lord for my Imperial Fists. I am going through the Imperial Fists because I've not touched them in ages, and just 1 mini at a time. I'm not going to get myself bogged down with squads. I'm just picking one model at a time to get through. So the next one I've started is a Champion, and hopefully I'll have him finished tonight. Stay tuned. Alright guys, have a great day. Have a great Friday tomorrow. I shall speak to you when I speak to you. Come join us on Discord if you want. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye bye.